Welcome to the online class, children. Today we are going to learn English first for class 4 students. So today we will start our grammar English first. The lesson name is the sentences. So today this is the first chapter, okay? So first of all, sentence. What do you mean by sentence? What is the definition of sentence? Sentence, whenever we have any thought, any idea, what we used to do, we write. When we have to convey our thoughts or ideas, we have to write. We should write, isn't it? No. So, how we will write in a proper order? We will arrange and write in a proper order, isn't it? No, certain way we have. So that order group of the words are called what? Sentences. So here, when we arrange our words in a proper way or certain way to express our feelings, to express our thoughts, okay, that is called what? Sentence. So in the first definition, how to define sentence? A sentence is a group of words that convey a complete sense or meaning. A sentence is a group of words that convey a complete sense or a meaning, isn't it? So this is the meaning of the sentence. So first of all, you have to write the definition of sentence. I think it is clear to you, the definition of sentence. Now here, sentence must always begins with capital letter. You know, whenever we start a sentence, whenever we write a sentence, it starts with capital letter. Secondly, these words in a sentence must be in a certain order. We have to make a proper order to make a complete sense. Okay, if it is not arranged in a proper order, then we can't find out the sense. Okay, it is difficult to understand the meaning of a sentence. So, first of all, it starts with the capital letter. Secondly, it always arranged in a certain order to make a complete sense, isn't it? Now, third point is what? Punctuation marks such as full stop, question mark, exclamation mark. Okay, these punctuation marks are very necessary, are important to make a sentence. Okay, must end a sentence. So whenever we are making a sentence, it ends with a punctuation mark. And what are the punctuation marks? Suppose full stop, exclamatory mark, okay, and question mark. So these are the punctuation mark. So always sentence ends with the punctuation mark. Okay. Now here we will learn that now the kind of sentences. Definition of sentence over. Okay. What are the things necessary? Objectives of the sentences are over. Now a kind of sentences. So here we will learn 4 kinds of sentences. Isn't it now? So assertive sentence. First of all, we will learn assertive sentence. And what do you mean by the assertive sentence? Assertive sentence, it expresses a statement to tell a fact. Assertive sentence, it expresses a statement to tell a fact. So here, the kind of sentence. Kind of sentence. Okay. So here, we will learn the kind of sentences. So first of all, assertive sentence. One, assertive sentence. Okay, assertive sentence. So I told you already, assertive sentence, it tells a fact. Okay, assertive sentence always tells a fact. Okay. And it always ends with the full stop. Assertive sentence expresses statement to tell a fact and it ends with the full stop. So it tells a fact and this sentence ends with the full stop. So example, we'll take the example of assertive sentence. Suppose here, he has a good memory. His sister is a nurse. So his sister is a nurse. His sister is a nurse. Okay, so this sentence and this tells a fact. This sentence tells a fact. So this is which sentence? This is example I have given. So this is which sentence? Assertive sentence. One of the kind of a sentence. Okay. So one example. Hope you have understood this with the example. Now we will just see the another one, another sentence. That is here interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences means what? And interrogative sentences ask a question. Whenever we ask question, okay, that sentences are known as interrogative sentences. So here, now second is what? Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences. Now, what do you mean by interrogative sentence? This is second kind of sentence. Interrogative sentence means it always asks question. So, these sentences are interrogative sentences. So, we will see the example and it always ends with a question mark. Interrogative sentences are those sentences which ask questions. Okay, and it always ends with the question mark here. Suppose example we'll see. Where do you live? Oh, this is the interrogative sentence. Now example here. Where do you live? So this is a question, no? This is a question. Asking question. This sentence is asking question. So it comes under interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. Now here, it starts with capital letter. Where do you live? Sentence always starts with capital letter, isn't it? And it ends with the punctuation mark. So what is the punctuation mark here? Question mark. So here question mark is here. So it means this is interrogative sentence. So this sentence is which sentence? Interrogative sentence. So hope you have understood this. Second type of sentence, second kind of sentence. Okay, and it always ends with a question mark. Now, next is what? Third is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence. So, two kind of sentences are over. Assertive sentence and interrogative sentence. Now, we will see exclamatory sentence. Sentence, isn't it? No. Now, here we will see the example of exclamatory sentence. Suppose, you know, when we have to express our feeling, strong feeling, there we use exclamation mark, isn't it? No. Exclamatory sentences expresses a strong feeling. First of all, what do you mean by exclamatory sentence? Exclamatory sentence always expresses strong feeling and it always ends with the exclamatory mark, isn't it? Now these sentences are exclamatory sentences. So here, first it expresses strong feeling, isn't it? And it ends with the exclamation mark. So what is the exclamation mark here? Like this. This is exclamation mark, no? And this is the punctuation. This is the punctuation. So the sentences start with the capital letter. Always sentences start with the capital letter. So here we'll see the example of exclamatory sentence. Suppose, what a good idea. What a good idea. Okay. Now this is a sentence. This which kind of sentence? Exclamatory kind of sentence. Okay. Now it ends with full stop or exclamation mark. It will end with exclamation mark. So that's why it is exclamatory sentence. But it starts with the capital letter and ends with exclamation mark. So this is, and it expresses a strong feeling. What a good idea. It expresses a strong feeling. So this is the exclamatory sentence. Okay. One more example if you want to see. Just see how well she danced. how well she dances. Okay, how well she dances. Okay, now here also we will use exclamation mark because it also expresses strong feeling. Okay, how well she dances. So this is also exclamatory mark, and it starts with a capital letter and ends with the exclamation mark. Why? Because this is a exclamatory sentence. This is a exclamatory sentence. Example. This is the example I have given you, isn't it? Which expresses strong feeling. Now, three kind of sentences are over. Now we will see the another kind of sentence. Fourth kind of sentence. What is that? Imperative sentences. What is that? Imperative sentences. Okay. Imperative sentences. So this is the fourth kind of sentence. So here, first of all, what do you mean by imperative sentence? Imperative sentences expresses an order or a request. It expresses an order or a request, and it always ends with full stop. Imperative sentence expresses an order or a request, and it always ends with full stop, isn't it? So how it expresses an order or request, we will see by the example. First we will understand by the example. No? Here one example of imperative sentence. Okay. What is the example of imperative sentence here? Come here. Come here. You are giving an order. No, you are giving an order. Come here. So what I told you, it expresses an order or a request. Do you do your work? This is an order. Do your work, and it ends with full stop. Come here. Come here. It is also an order, and with full stop, because it is an imperative sentence. Both is an order, isn't it? No. Please come here. Please come here. Here you are requesting. Please come here. So this is also a sentence. So here we have seen three examples. You can see, do your work. So this is here, in this sentence you are giving an order. Come here. This is also an order. You are giving an order. Now here, please come here. Please come here means you are requesting someone to come, isn't it? No. So now these 2 points are clear. No. It expresses what? It expresses an order or a request. So imperative sentences expresses an order or a request. So this hope I think is clear, isn't it? So these 4 kind of sentences are over. Hope you have understood the definition of sentence. Now what we have learned, definition of sentence and punctuation marks are necessary when we are making a complete sentence, isn't it? No, it should arrange in a proper order, and 4 kind of sentences are there. First, what we have learned here, assertive sentence. Then secondly, here we have learned, second we have interrogative sentences, exclamatory sentences, imperative sentences. All 4 kind of sentences we have learned here. And with example, you have to write the definition of sentences in your copy from the book, and you have to write the examples with it, isn't it? No? One examples you have to give, so that easily you can understand. And I'll give you the PDF of the exercise part. So, but you have to start, how do you have to start in your copy? You have to first write the definition of the sentence, then kind of sentences are there, 4 kind of sentences, all that 4 kind you have to, at least you have to write 1 or 2 lines. Means you have to define it and define with the example. Okay? Hope you have understood this chapter very well. Now, I'll give you, after that I'll give you the PDF. Okay? Thank you.